Come with me on a food adventure in the Bay Area and Napa. First place we're hitting up in this video is Rice Junky because it opens late. They're known for these chicken pan dish that comes with corn cheese. You can get it with a lemon pepper that is dry, or you can get it saucy with a sweet and spicy flavored. This costs about $16 and it was definitely worth it because the portion is pretty huge. I do prefer the sweet and spicy because I like the sauce. We also got a side of their croquette. It was deeply fried and golden. It was perfectly crisp.
Dip it. My fingers are ugly. Dip it in the sauce.
I also recommend getting a side of their kimchi fried rice. It was very cheap and it was delicious. The next morning we went to Hash and Dash. This place is a food truck that pops up randomly. What they serve here is breakfast sandwiches with egg, cheese, and a smashed patty with their secret sauce. It is very good, but it costs about $10. It is pretty expensive for a sandwich, but the taste of it was really good. Like the cheese, it just melts perfectly. Overall, I really enjoyed it and I would definitely get it again, but not all the time because of the price. Follow their IG at hash and dash SJ. Later for lunch, we went to Amazing Katsu. Here's the menu. As you can see, it's very limited and I would definitely recommend making a phone order because the wait was pretty long. Here is their chicken katsu. As you can see, it was perfectly crisp. And I have to say, the meat is pretty thick and the chicken was pretty juicy. Here is their cheese katsu. As you can see, it was loaded with cheese. I definitely enjoyed this one. Another one we got is the pork tenderloin. This one was pretty good as well if you like pork. All of them was good. I would definitely come again just to get it. It also came with this unique salt to enhance the flavor. Later on that day, we went to Molly Tea, and I have to say I've been obsessed with this place. I've been to this place at least 3 times on this trip in a very short amount of times because it was that good. What they're known here is for their milk tea. They serve it with jasmine tea, and their cups are just very nice, and the taste of it was amazing. As soon as you walk in, you could smell the floral jasmine tea already, and it's just very aesthetic. On top of their nice dome, there's a sealed lid so you won't spill, and the straw is unique with the 3 holes. I've never seen this type of straw before. Here's the menu. My favorite was the white kombucha and the peach oolong, and also the gardenia milk tea. I also wanted to mention that the parking lot is very small and the wait time could be long. Later on for that dinner that day, we went to RH at Palo Alto's location. This place is a furniture store that also have a dine-in experience. I would recommend making a reservation in advance because it does get booked up pretty quickly and because the price is reasonable. Here is their menu. It's quite small. As you can see, the pricing is pretty cheap for an elegant place. Here we have the potato puree. I would say it was pretty good. The truffle fries was super flavorful, though it was $20. The charred broccolini tastes pretty average. The grilled shrimp, I'd say it was pretty average as well. The peach bellini was really good and you can actually taste the peach. My favorite was the lobster roll, so I definitely recommend getting this one. And the portion of the lobster was huge. Also, the shaved ribeye was pretty good, but it is on the heavier side. Overall, I did enjoy RH and would come back again. Later for dessert, we went to Maruwu Seicha. This place recently opened in Palo Alto, so it has been very busy. What they serve here is matcha items, from egg tarts to drinks to soft serve and ice cream. We got the taro and plain egg tarts. Those are the best egg tart flavors. For the strawberry matcha, that was a really good drink. For the ice cream, I prefer the matcha pistachio over the matcha number 3, but both of them was really good. I really wanted to try the Hokkaido milk one, but it was sold out. Overall, it was a really good experience, and I would recommend it if you love matcha. The next morning, we headed over to San Francisco for another eating adventure. The first place we hit up in San Francisco is Jina Bakes. This is a Korean bakery that has been trending lately because of their unique pastry. The most popular is the Galbi gem croissant. It is filled with cheese and a little bit of meat and a little spice to it. I never came across this pastry before and it was delicious. Another one we got was our Indomie croissant. This one is like a mochi texture with like a peanut powder. It was very unique, and if you're into that peanut flavor, I would get it. Another dessert we got was the mango panna cotta. It tastes like a regular mango panna cotta, but I wish I got something else because there were so much unique desserts. The banoffee croissant was really good for a sweet croissant. It has a toffee sauce with whipped creams and banana. I really enjoyed it. I would get this again. Overall, this was a really good start to our San Fran eat. After all those sweets, we still got more at Yosokochi Sweet Stop. It was about a 10-minute walk over. This little shop has been here for many years. They're known for these lemon crunch and coffee crunch cakes. These cakes were so good. It was super flavorful and it wasn't too sweet. Just remember to bring cash because it's cash only. We then headed over to the ferry building. Over here it was really hard to find parkings, and on Saturdays there's a farmer's market. There's so much good food to eat here and I really wanted to ride the ferry, but because of the parking we just digest and walked around. Afterwards, we went to Pier 39 to go do the Infinite Mirror Maze. It was for $10 and it was a pretty cool experience. Afterwards, we walked over to Golden Boy Pizza. This was a far walk, but we were really stuffed still, but we wanted to eat. Over here the line was pretty long. They're known for these clam and garlic pizza in a square shape. Here's the pizza that we got. We obviously had to get the clam and garlic because that's their signature one, and I never came across that before along with their combo. And for our last meal for San Fran, we went to Komeya no Bento. This bento place, it gets really packed, so I recommend coming before opening. We were the first in line, and even though we're the first in line, we still had to wait for 20 minutes for the food to come. We got the matcha latte with red bean and mochi. It was really good, and we still think about it. I got the salmon and truffle soy ikura. The salmon was super fresh, and you could really taste the truffle. The sides of the bento was also really good. I'm so glad, even though I was full, that I stopped by for this. For someone if they don't like seafood, I would recommend the chicken katsu. It was really crisp and juicy. Once we got back home, we went to Molly Tea because it was across the street. This time I tried the white kampacha oolong milk tea. It was good as well. This is Da Kong oolong milk tea. And this is the snowy gardenia. This is when I discovered that the whipped cream was really good. It has the jasmine tea in the whipped cream, and I love the pecan. It gives a little crunch to it. As you can see, Molly tea was my favorite thing that I came back 3 times. Next day, we went to Domaine Carneros in Napa. I wanted to come here during the summer, but the reservation was all booked. But in the winter, the reservation is just much slower, so we were able to snag a spot. Here is the menu. As you can see, it's very limited. We did the sparkling wine sampler for $40 because they're known for their sparkling wines.
What's a sparkling wine for you? I did mention that they're going from very dry to sweet.
This place was a good experience. Everything was nice and elegant, and the service was great. For little snacks, we got the cheese pairing and the smoked salmon. It was definitely needed to go with the sparkling wine. It made the food and drinks a little bit better, and it was just a great time. Overall, I would recommend this winery if you're going with someone that doesn't like wine because it's on the cheaper side, and definitely take a wine bottle because it's only sold here. We then drove to the Bldg for lunch. It's an Italian spot in Youngsville. Here's the menu for the food. I have to say it's pretty pricey. The atmosphere was nice, but I would say the food wasn't that worth it. To start off, we got the arancini. This one was pretty decent, tastes like other places. We also got the shaved Brussels sprouts, but we didn't really enjoy this one. It was a little bit too bitter for our liking. Here's the raviolo. This was a unique dish, but it was just one piece of huge ravioli and it was pretty pricey. Overall, it was a good experience, but I wouldn't get it again. Another item we got was the gnocchi. The gnocchi was very soft and pillowy. Overall, I really did enjoy this one. Another item we shared was the carbonara. This one had squid ink, so it was black, but it was a little bit too salty for my liking. Overall, I would say it's a pretty decent restaurant. I personally wouldn't come back or would recommend. I would rather look for other places in the area. Later for dinner, I went to Curry Huga. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right, but this is their menu. What they serve here is Japanese curry. To start off, I got the corn pottage soup. This one was sweet. It kind of reminds me of the sweet corn chips, but it was pretty good. I got the signature Katsu curry with cheese, but you can get it with an egg instead. Overall, I really enjoyed it, and it was pretty authentic to Japan. My sister got the karaage curry, and the chicken was also really good. Overall, this place made up for lunch. After dinner, we went to Chicha Sanchen. This place, they're known for their boba drinks and they won many awards. The way they make their drinks is very classy and very up to par. They use a high quality machine and they measure every little detail. I got the honey osmanthus oolong tea. I have to say the boba was really good along with the tea, but I still do prefer the Molly tea over this place because it was more unique. The next day for lunch, went to Maruwu Ramen. We seen this place in San Francisco, but when we were in the area, we saw that it was in Cupertino as well. I got the Hakata tonkatsu. I have to say the broth was really good. The eggs was perfect, and it had a good portion size of noodles and meat. We also got the Marufuku bites to share. They're basically bao buns. This is their char siu one. It is homemade and the bao buns are really soft. We also got their shrimp tempura one. I really enjoyed the yuzu sauce with it. For dinner that day, we went to Slice of Homage. It is located in downtown in San Jose. I've been seeing this place all over TikTok and Instagram, so I wanted to check it out. And I also really like square pizza, so that's why we came. This is their Detroit versus everybody. It comes with a bunch of meat, mushroom, bacon, sausage, and it was just very loaded and it was really good. Another pizza I got was the Post Street. I seen some guy really high and he ordered it, so I knew he knew what was up, so I had to copy, and it was really good. It has a vodka sauce loaded with cheese and it was much lighter. After the pizza place, we went to Tipsy Putt to play some golf. It is $30 or $40 with unlimited drinks. We just did the $30 for unlimited rounds for hand golfing and I have to say the mini golfing side, it was tiny. I didn't really enjoy it, but the hand golfing was cool and unique.
Yeah, that one hurt.
But since the pricing is cheaper to do unlimited, I would do it again actually. Overall, I did really enjoy this place, and I think next time I will get a few drinks if I didn't eat as much beforehand. The next morning, we went to Breaking Dawn. It is an Asian fusion brunch spot that serves really unique dishes. I have to say the pricing here was on the pricier side, but I have to say the atmosphere was nice and the service was great. What drew me here was their unique combination of food. As you can see, this is their pho poutine. You could actually taste the pho in the gravy. I thought it was really good. It was something that I would never put together, but I was glad I got to try it. We wanted one safe option, so we went with the pork belly fried rice. The pork belly was huge and the rice was cooked perfectly. For drinks, I'd say the coconut coffee, it was good, but the Arnold Palmer, it kind of lacked in flavor. This is their RBF wrestling brunch face. It is basically waffles and chicken, but it is with pandan waffles with a coffee drizzle on top. The chicken was very tender and juicy, and the waffle, you could smell the pandan once you walked in the room, and I really liked the coffee syrup with it. Last dish is the ube pancakes. The owner came out and talked to us and gave this on the house. It was also really good. Later on that night, we went to TZ. It's another boba spot in the Bay Area. Overall, I thought this place was decent, but Molly Tea and the other boba spot stood out more to me. I got the strawberry milk tea, and I thought it was the worst out of the other two that I tried. Afterwards, we headed over to the SAP Center for a Billie Eilish concert. The concert went to Fashion Walk for some Chinese food. Here is their fried rice. I thought it was pretty good, and I was just happy that this place opened late. We haven't been eating a lot of veggies, so we got the eggplant and string beans, and we definitely enjoyed it because of the sauce. We also got the honey walnut shrimp along with the orange chicken, and those two weren't our favorites, but it was decent.
Good. It was very citrusy.
Yeah, it's like orange chicken.
I'm not into that.
The honey walnut shrimp looks like orange chicken. The orange chicken looks like beef and broccoli.
On our last day, the first place we hit up was SJ Egg Roll. We just wanted to try it, so we got the bun caught. This is just like a savory crepe with fish sauce. I enjoyed this one. We also got a few of their egg rolls to try. There was different types of style of it, but it was all pretty good, and the pricing here was reasonable, so I would come again if I was in the area. Afterwards, we went to Bertucelli La Villa. This place serves sandwiches and Italian food. Once you walk in, you could feel that it's authentic, and the pricing here is pretty reasonable, and just to be warned, the line is pretty long. The service here was great and the food was cheap. I would definitely be back because there were just so many options that I couldn't order it all. The items I got to try here was their 4-cheese ravioli, along with their arancini, and the other main dish is the meatball. The ravioli was super soft, and the arancini meatball was also really good as well, so I definitely enjoyed this place. For a little snack, we also got a lemon bar. I thought it was pretty good. It was very flaky and you could really taste the lemon. Afterwards, we went to Clover Bakery, even though I was really full, but I decided to come here anyways because it was on my list for a long time. Their pastries here was very unique, like a spaghetti bread or chow mein bread that I never had or heard before. And since because the pricing was cheap, I did grab a lot just so I could save it for the next few days. There was even musubis and other cold pastries. After when I went back to SoCal and ate the pastries, everything was good, and I would definitely recommend checking this one out. And for our last pit stop, we had to get Molly tea again because I won't be able to get it. This time I tried their snowy jasmine and it was still as good, and a little car freshener for a souvenir. And that's it for now, until the next.